Hi guys, it's Ray. Today I am going to pour a ResinCrete tray. I believe this takes about 6 ounces. So doing the math, I would need 240 grams of the powder. And then because I'm going to color it with acrylic paints, it says to add the max water, which is the 3.5. So I get 84 grams of water with that math. So, we're going to see how this goes. This sets up so fast, I'm a little bit nervous. So I'm going to turn on my scale. I'm going to change it to grams. I'm going to zero it out. I'm going to go for my 240. And I'm going to zero it again. And do my 84 water. And this I'm going to have to stop and mix a little bit, most likely. It'll all fit in this cup. It's going to shrink down. It's just, it shrinks once the water starts getting in there. That's 76. All right, so that's right in there. So I'm going to have to work quickly. This mixes really, really quick. Okay. So the bulk of this I'm planning to tint with just black. But I'm going to put a little bit of pink in one cup and a little bit of blue in another. I wanted a purple, but I couldn't lay hands on a purple paint. And I have no idea how much paint it takes. I do think there was like a 2% threshold or something to that nature. I can't remember if I wrote it down or not. I don't think I did. The colors are going to stay muted somewhat though. And I don't know how much they'll mix together when I pour them in the tray. These are just cheap craft store Walmart acrylic paints. So, that's on the bottom. I'm going to pour in some of the black first, like at an angle. And it's going to run, so I'm going to work fairly quickly. And I'm going to pour from both sides with the pink and the blue. Back and forth between the three colors. And I feel like I grossly, maybe not. I do feel like I'm very unlevel though. close enough. So that's all of the black. Put a little bit more of the pink in. Whoops, slopped over the side a little bit. And a little bit more of the blue. And I don't quite know how much is left in there, so I'm just going to grab my little ducky molds. So the pink one's full, that one's not quite, so maybe 5 1/4 in here. Just going to kind of tap it a little bit to try and make sure there's no bubbles anywhere. So I'm going to let this sit and cure up. It says you can demold in 30 minutes, so we'll see about that. So it's been the half hour, and I picked this one up and it crumbled. So they're going to need longer, but since I've now messed this one up, I'm going to clean it out. I'm going to pour another one, but I want to use alcohol ink. I wanted to try that with a smaller mold, so now I have the chance. Okay, so my mold is cleaned out. I have a measuring cup handy, you know, a little one. And I'm only going to need 20 grams of the powder this time around. And I should have actually kept all that pink, because once it was cured, I could have crumbled it up to put into ResinCrete as an additive in another project, but I wasn't thinking. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Tim Holtz Laguna. I'm going to start with 3 or 4 drops. See if it actually mixes in or if it becomes, just disappears. Give it 3 more. I'm thinking that it stayed softer longer because of the extra water, and the paint was thinner than like a mica, but I don't really know. So I think I'm actually going to leave it with that little bit of swirl action. See if any of that stays in the finished product. So I'm going to let this be for a good, probably hour this time. Okay, so we're going to see if these will come out of the mold without breaking. Yeah. The back looks a little weird, like it almost looks still wet. And this is the alcohol ink one. This is the acrylic paint. And again, still feels a little wet, but demolded nicely, so we'll let those sit and dry a bit. Let's see about this. Oh, that looks really cool. And it's definitely still wet. But I think now that it's out of the mold and air can get through it, it will dry out. But that is definitely really pretty. So very cool. I really do like this product. I wish there was a cheaper alternative, but because it is different. I mean, looks-wise, compared to, you know, shiny, glossy epoxy with the glitter and whatever, but pretty neat, solid, very heavy. But yeah, so successful with acrylic paint, successful with alcohol inks, so can definitely color with inks or paints. This is the paint, this is the ink, sorry, backwards. But that is it. Thank you for watching. I will put the link to this product on Amazon down below again if you wanted to check it out.